All right, once again, good afternoon. I am Queen Mrs. Subishola from the Keja Allen Avenue branch. We're having a case of domestic misunderstanding, child neglect, reported by Mrs. Gloria Ude Bobiechi, a grandson, Mr. NWABUIKE Harry. First, the defendant of this case was here earlier, but the complainant was not on seat, then was not available, and he left. But nevertheless, we still want to take the complaint of the complainant while we still um, contact the defendant to respond to the allegation. Once again, happy Salah to all our Muslims, friends, followers, family, and others. Kindly follow us on our Facebook page, Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center, Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center Alternative. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice Training. Our office address is 93 Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos, beside Glow Office, and number 11, Shasha Road by Ajako Bus and Lumosho, local government. Thank you once again. Enjoy your weekend. Sorry, your holiday, as to also interview them. Please, our appeal to you, I beg you, in the name of Allah and God and everything you are serving, please share to reach out to others. And some of you that are not getting our notification anymore, please update your Facebook and also uh, press and activate your notification button as we always advise and also by order of our fans and just advice to you. Thank you for being with us. Okay, Ms. Gloria, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, let's hear you out. What led to, what is the misunderstanding you have with Mr. Nwabuike Henry that led to you leaving the place and also warranted him moving out and chasing away those nine of the kids out of the house?
Okay.
How old was the marriage?
The marriage is supposed to be 17 by this year, 2022.
Okay,
Yes. It's about domestic violence
okay,
that used to occur on a daily basis. This started, that was like 10 years of our marriage. It keep happening and all that. Even people have even advised me to leave the marriage. Not because of the kids. I don't want to leave at the moment, but this thing keep repeating itself.
what are the things that keep repeating? You know?
Beating, all sorts. You can assault me anywhere. You can call me all names, even outside, at shower and all that. Each name that comes out of his mouth, you can just say anything.
What led to that? What led to him calling you names?
What led to me is that I don't know. Each time I go to work and come back, they will accuse me of cheating, that I'm sleeping with men. Any of my movement is so as in I don't even know how to put it. I don't even as in I don't even know. The thing is something that if I keep narrating, I might not live here. I can only pick some things, some points. So each time I go to work and come back, it's only that they have went out to dance sleep with men. That all the men in the street are sleeping with you.
Has he seen a text message or any proof of infidelity from you? Because before a man or a woman will be accusing constantly his or her spouse, there
Mm.
must be a trace of cheating that led to such suspicion. Or is that how you started within a courtship and all that before you start having kids?
That is not how it started.
What led to his suspicion, constant
So
suspicion that
I
led to
think I think that is nature. I think that is nature.
how?
Because yes, because he has no proof, he has no evidence against what he's saying that I'm doing. I've not seen anything, I've not seen me with any man. I think that I would say it's an assumption.
Did you people marry
We,
officially?
yes, both wedded and
Did you
traditional.
court before the marriage?
Yes, like a year plus.
A year plus.
Yes.
Okay, was he accusing you when you were in courtship?
No, no.
It was not.
But I was seeing a bit of that character in him when we were
Like how?
cutting. That is
She said they can't hear you. You can
okay.
keep
That can I move? Okay. I'm seeing a bit that on him when we are cutting because I could remember one day that I was walking with him on the street and I greeted somebody that maybe I have known before. When we came back, he worried me and all that. But I think love didn't allow me to, to reason well before I got married. So this thing keep happening. You abuse me, you will beat me, you even abuse the children. You call me all sort of names, you call the children all sort of names. His first son, he will tell his first son that he can never see good thing in his life, that he will die before his time and all that. So when this thing keep happening, there's nothing I can do than to quit. At initial, I don't want to quit because of maybe the family I came from.
so you quit the marriage because of insult.
Yes, insults and beating. That's why I quit the marriage. If you can permit me, I have some evidence on my phone. The
No,
injury.
not the evidence. We always like to one. Let me just tell you something. You stepped into this office.
Okay,
We are all adults,
okay,
and I believe, except those that forge their age,
okay,
no minor or a child is permitted to be on Facebook or any social media handle.
okay,
So many people learn from people's mistakes and also speak up when they feel things are not going normal.
okay.
I've asked you, did you cut this man before you married? You said
Yes,
yes, like a
yes,
year.
yes. A
There is
plus.
nobody that can hide his or her true color more than 3 months. Within 3 months, you should be able to know somebody's true color, no matter how the person must mistakenly, one way or the other, show it up
He did.
and coming.
Okay.
But I first asked you, was he doing that when your first answer was no.
Mm,
Then when you married,
mm,
I'm saying I'm a married woman as well, and we are all adults.
okay.
When you married, you said you are facing domestic violence. What led to the domestic violence? Did the man just wake up overnight? Because it's the same person that went to pay your dowry, did tradition, church wedding, court wedding, and all that. What led to this man waking up overnight and started suspecting you, accusing you, that led to violence, beating, and all that?
Oh,
Before you have to leave the house, and he's throwing the kids out of the house, knowing fully well that you are not there.
okay. I will say I think he's a violence person. He's someone that maybe can comes up now and just start making troubles with you.
Just lock without reason.
That yeah,
And
that
you did not take it for psychiatric check.
I don't know how I put it. It's someone that maybe he just have exchange of way with you. He can just start misbehaving. Can
Hmm?
start. It's someone that maybe you are just having conversation. Something just triggered him. You understand? You start, you know, making troubles with you. You can even start, breaking things in the house. Because I can
Hmm.
remember one time I bought a laptop for my children just because the channel he was watching,
Hmm.
I don't want to watch it. And I went inside the children's room to log on to the laptop to watch movies. Just came to that room and carried the laptop and hit it on the floor. And the laptop now scattered. Is this person that I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that is nature. He like trouble. I'm not coming out to say I'm perfect and all that. What I'm coming out to say is that this man is someone that likes trouble.
Just like that.
Yes.
Even those that like trouble, they use trouble to make money. So how did the man like trouble that you dated him for 1 good year and you did not see the trouble? Was he hiding trouble as well? A man that loved trouble so much that you have to leave the house because he liked trouble, and within the period of that 1 year you were dating this man, he hides the trouble. You went and you were loving his trouble, because there is no character you are calling this man now. that you are not part of it, that you were the man originated it, you met him acting like that as a troublesome person, then you went into marry the man, you stay there for 10 years with a troublesome man that wake up overnight and begin to call you names, that wake up overnight and meet you on the road and be accusing you of sleeping with men in your working place. Can we be sincere to ourselves so that we know how to enter this issue
Ma, I don't
and
know.
resolve?
Yes, I don't know how to put this because I don't know what to say. But what I noticed when I was with him is that he keep accusing me every day. He keep beating me every day. As in he keep calling me names every day. He might even see me greeting someone, he'll tag it that I'm going out with this person. That was a place I was working before. He said I should quit the job. I should join him business.
Mm.
I quit the job. I joined him in his business. I stayed there like a month. He chased me out of the shop. I don't need me anymore. So this thing keep on going on and on and on and on. Even people that are living around us knows what I'm going through. Some of them they will call me and tell me that I should keep praying. Some will tell me that I should just give the man a space. Because of my children, I don't want to leave. And I suffered this thing in his hand for for the past 15 years of our marriage before I left him.
So the marriage was how many years
Supposed
before
to
you
be
left?
15, supposed to be 17 this year.
And you now left.
Yes.
Okay, the children that
I
you did not leave all this while because of the children and you finally left, have the children grown before you leave? Have they
no,
become
okay.
an
Why
adult?
why I left is because he told me that either I leave his house, life or death.
Okay.
And he keeps saying it.
Okay.
He told me that my people will come here and carry my corpse. That if I'm here, I'm not here for him. I'm for another person. That nothing on earth will ever make him, two of us become husband and wife again.
Okay, what led to such? Did the
Well,
man just wake up and still tell you like that? This man, both of you lie down. He
yes.
wake up and say
What
the children will, your family will come and take your thoughts.
what
Nothing will make you and him to be husband and wife again. Is that man? It's unfortunate that I did not meet this man. He left before I came to the office because you were not here at the time they gave to you. If you were here at the time they gave to both of you, at least the man was here. He honored the invitation. It was your absence that made him to leave.
I wouldn't know you know what led to it because I say I can remember that each time maybe when we are walking on the way, maybe I greeted someone.
So every time you keep greeting people,
It's,
and that one leads to problems. So if you are the
yes,
type, if your husband is the jealous type, or your wife is the jealous type, and you know, possibly if you are moving with your wife, and you are the type that is attracted to certain people with big breasts or big buttocks, and once you turn to look at such, you know that will create problem between you and your wife. So if you sighted the person coming from front, now a woman coming from front as an opposite sex, the one you see the woman is not enough for your eye until you tweak your neck to look at the boot of the back of the woman again before. But once you know such things cause problem in your relationship, the man will avoid it. Okay, you that is always greeting people, do you just greet a woman and it cause problem, or what kind of greeting that
maybe
that man now become a madman, that if you greet anybody now it become a problem, and you go out with this man every day, madam?
if I greet like maybe if I see someone that I know that is a man on the way, maybe we are working together, maybe the person maybe I even look like I didn't see the person. Once the person called my name, that will become a problem. Or maybe we are together, maybe a call came in, maybe
Mm.
the kind of work I work, customer might call me, maybe a call comes in is a customer and you see that is a male name, it become a problem.
That is what
So
you should be saying. You cannot say you don't know anything. When they
so
ask you a question, one let you say you don't know, just like that. No,
so
nobody is seeking here now. It's somebody, you can't, even you, if you're having issue with your husband in the house, Something must have led to that, right?
Yes,
If
yeah.
I come in, for instance, maybe you are crying and I walk in, what is the issue? Would you have the reason of what led to the violence?
Yeah, yeah.
There is always a reason. That is why I'm asking you.
Okay.
Because once you say you don't know any reason, you don't just know the man is a violent person. You just wake up in the morning, then he started insulting you, or you step out of the house, he started accusing you. Nobody will believe such a story. Something must have led to it. If it's something, somebody that is so petty, I did this kind of a thing, maybe I was supposed to sweep
Mm,
the house, I did not sweep it for one reason, I left home. Coming back again, he say, why didn't I sweep? And while I was telling him this is the reason why I did not sweep, he descended on me, started fighting me, beating me, calling me names. Is that not how to give statement?
that
I'm
is
not in
it.
your house. But for you to say you don't know anything, then you don't understand anything, as if the man is insane, I would have asked you, why didn't
Okay.
you take me for psychiatric test before you leave there?
Okay. Now I'm saying maybe I greeted someone or maybe a call came in that would normally lead to misunderstanding. You know, I keep managing it. Yes. Even my people have invited him to know what is the problem. Even my mother had even came to visit us to know what is actually happening. They are not seeing anything. Even when my father invited him to know his reason of all this, he didn't honor the invitation. He said over his dead body, just like he said, over his dead body, that had been his statement. Over his dead body, can he do it? And he didn't honor that invitation
And that
till
is how
now.
you guys are like that till you have 3 kids.
Yes, we have been having one problem to another. Yes, even yes, we have been having one problem to another.
Okay.
Just one problem to another, one problem to another, like that. I was thinking that I will manage it because I said, you know, where I come from, we don't believe in divorce, we don't believe in separation. My mother always tell me that keep praying, things will, get better. They keep getting worse by the day. Keep getting worse by the day. Even the day I met him with my friend somewhere like a restaurant.
Your girlfriend.
Yes, I met him with my girlfriend, my close door neighbor in a restaurant. I walked to them and I say, what are people doing here? He chased me out of that place. He called them that he doesn't know this person, he doesn't know this woman, that this woman don't know who is this person. And I left. The no, it doesn't even as in it doesn't take me for anything. It doesn't regard me at all. He'll be in my presence and call his girlfriend. Even before I left that house, he'll call them and tell them that this idiot is still here. Oh. And I've told him that if he's here, he's here for nothing, he's not here for me. He will go out, he will not come back days. The day I got the last injury that led me to decide that either I'll leave or I will stay. He left and he stayed like 2 days. When he came back, I asked him, you have been away for 2 days and he didn't even tell me, your whereabout and all that. He didn't even answer me. So when I was discussing with my child, my first son, he now called my first son and asked my first son, what is he discussing with that Ashawo? Don't you know that that woman is an Ashawo? Oya kneel down. My first son now knelt down. I say, I'm telling you today, if you marry, your wife will be sleeping around. Oya say after me, amen. And the boy was saying amen because he was hitting the boy.
Why?
I don't know. Because each time he saw me with the children, you know, maybe discussing, he will call them and be telling them, this woman you are seeing there is an Ashawo. You see that place that they brought you out. Men, they are fucking him. They are fucking her there. When my son was in 9 years, my son will ask me, Mommy, what is fuck? I'll call him and say, why you keep, you are destroying these children. He said it doesn't matter. He will tell them what the kind of person their mother is. So that day he tell the boy that the boy should kneel down. The boy knelt down. He was telling the boy, stay after me. When you marry, your wife will be sleeping around.
Are you sure the man is okay?
I said, I said,
Does he smoke?
yes, he smoke.
As in Indian hemp,
I don't know, but he smokes
cigarette,
cigarette, yes.
and he drinks?
Yes.
What does he do for a living?
He sells mechanical tools,
Where?
Island with motor. And
Okay.
he's doing well. Yes, so So my son knelt down, was saying amen, amen. So I think when the boy now didn't say the last amen, he now slapped the boy. When I was and I came out, I said, what happened? When the boy said, when my daddy slapped me, I was like, I was in another world. I said, why are you beating this boy? This man will start battering me. The pictures is on my phone. The injuries I got. You can see all this injury. That's what I got when I was with him. He told me that he's going to give me everlasting injury, and he did it. You know, he will call my children and tell my children that this woman is an ashawo, this woman is sleeping around, this woman is this. As in, he just, then they will come in. Even one day my son now called me, mommy, do you know that this thing you are doing is not good? He was calling Onyinyechi, that's my daughter, my only daughter. You're making this my, you know, my,
Who is saying that?
my first son.
Telling you
Yes,
that what you are doing?
yes, that I'm spoiling because this girl might get married
What are
tomorrow.
you doing?
Because the what I'm going through in the hands of their dad, and I keep enjoying it.
So your son had told you what you are doing is wrong.
Yes, that I'm
With,
spoiling this girl that when
in
maybe
what way?
that when he get married tomorrow, that maybe the husband is maltreating her, he will see it as a normal thing. Because me, after
How old is your
everything,
son?
he's going to 17.
How old was he when he was telling you that?
That one when he was 15 years.
15
15
years that
years.
you people have introduced the children into your domestic problem.
In the presence of the children, he will beat me. Times he will beat me and push me out of the house. That was
Has he
it.
ever caught you before with anyone?
He had not caught me except on one occasion I was in a boutique, my friend boutique,
Yeah. Male or female?
female.
Hmm.
So we are sitting together. So a man was sitting in that boutique. He came in and started shouting. No, because all this while he had been accusing me, he has no evidence. You understand? Just want to use it as an evidence. He came and he was shouting, I've seen my wife with the man. No, come and see somebody that is fucking my wife. I'm telling people now gather in a boutique. I was sitting, the lady was sitting, and the man was sitting.
The man came to see you.
For where? So when he was shouting, people now gather, what is the problem? He now tore his shirt and was fighting the man. Even broke the man's man phone. The man was shocked. So what now happened? So at the end of the day, even that day that I was even decided to go to leave him because he as in really disgraced me in the street.
Hmm.
So I wanted to leave. But because of my children, I said let me stay and enjoy it. I know that one day it will get better. But when you get to that, if you are here for yourself. If you are here, either you live here alive or your people will come and carry your corpse. You know. So one day my son now called me, Mommy, yes, I know you're here because of us. But mommy, this is time we have to leave. You understand? You understand and you will bear it. Mommy have to live and be, you know, and be alive for us. That's when I now decide that I will leave.
Okay, now
And
I, the man had been accusing you.
mm,
What led to him chasing the three kids from the house
okay, when
after you left?
yes, when I now left, what he did is he start starving those children. He will not give them food from morning till night. People will be calling me, Ma, do you know what you are doing? These children are walking in the street, no food, nothing. I don't know, I know the kind of person I married. I may I may carry these children to anywhere I am. He will come there and fight me. He already told me that I should leave him with his children, that let him use his hand and train his children. What I now did, I now discussed with one of my friend that this time the daddy did not give them food. I'll be giving you money. Maybe you'll be cooking for them. They'll come to your house. Because if I bring anything into that house, ah, he will scatter it. He'll spoil it. He will beat the children. There was a time he told them that they should write a letter. that they have disowned me, that I'm no more their mother. If they want him to be start taking care of them, paying their school fees and feeding them, that they should write a letter and they will sign it as an agreement. That each time they see me, they will insult me that go, you're not our mother. Go, we don't know you. No, so when the children now called me and told me this, look at what my daddy said. I told them, please, if that will bring peace between you and your daddy, people should do it. They say, mommy, do you know what you are saying? What kind of woman are you that we should disown you? What did you do to us? You didn't do anything to us. Mommy, we understand everything. I said, yeah, people
So
should.
what led to the man chasing them? That is the question I asked.
Now I'm saying, I said that he was starving them when I left them. He was maltreating them, Even
Are
he
you the
bring
one
it.
that went there to feed them, or he told them
No, no,
because you
you
said
throw
you
them.
came and
I'm getting to that place now. When I left, he used to bring women to the house.
okay.
So that was a day. I think my son didn't know that he was with a woman. My son now went into his room and met him with a woman in the middle of the
Tell
night.
person not to go far. I'm leaving anymore.
In the middle of the night.
Mm.
So my son, so when he saw him with a woman, he quickly left the room. The daddy now, came to his own room and asked him, "What are you doing inside my room?" So daddy, sorry, I came to bring a sweater for my la- my younger brother. He's feeling cold. He started beating the boy and chased the boy out around 12 a.m. that night. That boy slept outside. So that one was by the way. So in the morning, somebody called me that my son slept outside and I left work and I came. When I saw him, he narrated everything to me. I said, what will you do that? Call your uncle, which happened to be this man's elder brother. Call him and tell him what happened. I now called the uncle and see my daddy chased me out and all that. The uncle now told him that, don't worry, I'll call your daddy. You will enter, don't worry, you will still, enter into the house. I think after at the end of the day, he, the brother now called him. Now after everything, I admitted the son back to his house. That one is by the way. So he keep going and going. So when the school resume, he refuse that he will not pay their school fees over his dead body, which he always say, I can never pay their school fees. They now called me that my children are not going to school. I now called them, people should go back to school. I will pay. They went back to school. He's still starving them. No food for them. The only time they get to eat is maybe weekends when he's around. So on that very day, they said he came back, and because when I left, he started knocking the door that they should not have access to his room. I told them that no problem now.
I thought you people have promised me that you are to share it. Why are you not sharing it now? Why must I keep begging you every time? Go ahead.
Okay, I told them to go back to school. I was the one paying their school fees and all that. He's not doing anything. You go out in the morning, nothing. The only time, according to them, the only time they cook food in that house during NSAS, when his secretary, which is his wife now, came with his siblings. He said he now brought food stuff to the house. They cooked.
Okay, this man that have been accusing you, do you think the man fed these children and his kids?
I don't know because, like I told you, I have taken him to mediation center before.
No. Let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
Because before you compare a man to be taking, uh, uh, what is it called? Taking responsibility of kids, mostly when this suspicion of infidelity and all that is setting, he must be very sure on his own that he accepted that those cases are for him.
Eh, uh,
Because if he keep fighting you, accusing you, disgracing you, wounding you, coming to public that men are sleeping with you, he will still believe that those kids are not for him. That the same way you are sleeping around, taking care of these kids, there's possibility that those children are for another man, because you can't be accusing a married woman sleeping around and you feel the kids that she have for you, they are for you. Even if you are living with somebody in the room as a pregnant woman, there's possibility of you having a child that look like the person you see often. That the child look like somebody does not mean the child is for that person.
I know that the children are for him
No,
because when
it's for you.
I
I'm
was
just
with
saying.
him, yes,
Yeah.
when I was with him, no, I've never slept outside my marriage. So I'm sure the children are for him, except he's coming to tell us that the children are not for him. He can go DNA test to prove it.
You understand? Because that
Yes.
is how some men behave.
Yes, he can do DNA test to prove it because I'm sure that the three kids are for him and which him knows. So he sent, so they said he came back that day.
Let me have the telephone, please.
They said he came back that day and told them that they opened his door. Which when I asked them, they said nobody even have access to his door. Nobody even near that place. He started beating them.
Go ahead, go
That
ahead, go
this
ahead. Because I'm
woman,
making calls.
okay,
Again, it's about falling. I can't
that
waste my time.
this woman
Defending love.
he always bring into the home. The woman is very close to us. This woman that told him to chase away these children, and he finally did it. He chased them out in the middle of the night. That was around 11 p.m. I was not there. He chased them out, including my only daughter. The neighbors, they were knocking at the door. He went in with this woman and he left these kids outside. They were begging him to open door for his children. He said over his dead body, he can never open the door for the children. And he stand on it. So the next day, which that was around 6 a.m. the morning, somebody called me. Your children are outside. He said when he locked them out that night, they had to sleep in one of the neighbors' house. Even my only girl told me, Mommy, what I saw that night, Mommy, I don't want to experience it in my life again.
How old is the girl?
She was 13 years then. He said he even came out that morning, was bragging to them, this is just the beginning. They were thinking that maybe when he comes out that morning, he'll give them key to enter inside the house. He said, lie. This is just the beginning. I will show you people who I am. So I have told you to reject your mommy and you refuse and you are still communicating with him. I will show you people. So that morning I came around, I picked my children. When I picked them, the next day I had to go back there with the children. I went to the police station to report the case. And look at, he chased the children out. Then now I'm taking the children.
Hello, Mr. Harry. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, you are speaking to Mrs. Olushola from the Office of the Human Rights.
Okay.
I was told you were here earlier this morning,
Okay.
this afternoon, over a complaint one who the GLORIA laid here, that you abandoned the kids, that you stopped taking responsibility of your kids. First, it's unfortunate she was not on in the office here as a complainant when you came, and hence we feel we cannot call you ask you to come back because you already came to this place and she was nowhere to be found there. That is the reason why we are calling, so that we will give you a brief of what she complained and you can now respond from over there instead of asking you coming back again. I was told you came from the island.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I said, okay, you want to hear from me, Abby?
Of course, we must hear from
Okay,
you.
madam,
Yeah.
what happened is that number one,
Yeah.
with the way the young people served me this paper,
Yeah.
I wasn't okay because nobody served me. I only saw a message on my phone, which I called my lawyer. He now asked me not to go anywhere because you were supposed to serve me paper in my residence, not even in my office. But
Yeah.
due to the kind of human being I am,
Yeah.
I feel like respecting the law and respecting myself. That's why I like it.
Thank you.
So, but to surprise coming there,
Yeah.
she's not there. It means she
It's okay.
I don't waste my
And that one is gone. That is
if
one.
If I sort out something or somebody that is using a woman thing, I can even waste my 2 hours or 3 hours. That is number one. Then number two, are you hearing me?
I'm with you, please.
I never one day abandon my children. She's the one that abandoned herself and her children. She packed out of my house May 22nd to 2020.
Okay.
Then the children were going to school longer. They require lower secondary school. That is living. That woman own is lower. Some of them that have paid their school fees nothing less than 80,000. Okay. She's working in a bank. I don't even know how much they're paying her salary. She don't know how much I pay for my house. She don't know how much I pay for my children's school fees. She don't contribute anything in my house. I think you are hearing me very well.
I'm with you. Don't relax.
I'm an Igbo man. We live in 2-bedroom flat. Number 2 just in 3 can go and verify. So 22nd of May 2020, she packed out because of her infidelity. Her male friend now went and paid for house for her. So she now went and abandoned me and the kids. Are you hearing me? Then after abandoning me and the kids, that was May she left. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, I was with the kids, but she never allowed me to rest. Joe, maybe I think you are married, David.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. When 2 of us are no more, she threatened to waste my life. She threatened to poison me. She even said that she will never be alive, see me right in my life, or even have a block in my life, even for Lagos or anywhere. The place of having one room. So I now ask her, all people that know, even the senior brother, let them want her stop, let her stop coming in my house because we are not more together. Any day she wants to see the children, she has many friends in Kiriki. They can come here, maybe like on Sunday that I will be around. Children might be there. So after seeing her about this, if they come back house, I can easily search them. You understand?
Yeah.
So I can be able to take water in my house. Are you hearing me?
I'm with you.
So she's feel that I'm nobody to give her that kind of order. Me, I don't know where she lives or anything, but she don't want to come up in the outside. Do you know what happened? She keep on doing what she likes. After if I come back, the children will abandon the house. They will not walk anywhere. Once they have that she's around, they will rush to her and say, doing lots of nonsense. If you cook soup, please, one day they will shower it, scatter everything. She's even telling them that it's a long story. But what happened is that 2021 January, December, 2020 December, after like 8 months she left. Are you hearing me?
I'm with you.
So the children now, what they used to do, anywhere I go, anything I do, they will take me on phone. And now sees my son phone. So as I see the phone, that was around 30th or 29th of December. So for my students of Christ, really that day that I see the phone, they give me the respect. They do what they did. Leave the children, they went flat. I have one room as my own. They have their own path and things. But that was the one room I have. When she left, after like some months, I now decided to be knocking one room so I can have my drinking water inside. Do you understand?
Yes.
Even since then, when she left, I don't eat in my house again, but I give children food, money for food. I don't eat. I know it's more wild because when they cook, I will just put her hands on fire and take it because of my life. I've seen where such things happen. They will do what they are wanting to destroy the man so that I can be able to take care of everything. So I said I will not be eating for house again. So that room that I walked, that was 29. That thing, children now went and destroyed that key. As I came back, I now was to take the possession, making out the statement and the fish. Because if I have to get their hand, if I pick it up, then if you another thing, they say they can't arrest them. Then I have to go for that room and see whether they are there important of my something that is missing. You understand?
Yeah.
So when I get home, can I call one lawyer like that? One law, they move the call and tell them they work for court. Our street. I call one guy for that space. I don't care. I say, look at my door, look at my. Then after they shut up with my son, I say, what happened? Why do you behave like this? I didn't want to say to. They say it's not me. I say, who lives bankly enter our parlor? You know, before you enter parlor for flat, key gate there now. Who entered the gate and enter parlor to my own room and break the key? Three of them, nobody wants to say the truth because she has engineered them. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Even when she left, I've been asking these children, do you wish to see her? Oh, no, even the small one. We never say, but one day I now packed clothes on time and coming to one of the friend them for Greek reader. I told you I know. Saw her the way she did do her, my daughter and my son, they arranged attachment for her. This will never agree that they saw their mother one day, she's more than 1 month she left and then left. Then I was coming back, all my house, everything they open, but even the cook where they cook put for fun. I decided to go one of my friends place to check what I asked them. They said they went like that. I went. All of them, they apologized, they do weekend, they talk against me. And I called the man in the house. I even slapped the picture. Say, look at what they're doing in their house, meeting against me, and my door is open, every way is open. Ask them, how do I manage to enter inside the house and come out because the key is with them. Do myself, I should sit and let her say I don't have anything to talk because all you people, they spoil my house, but no problem. Do you know what she asked me? She said, leave that idiot. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
And I left. So this key of them. So when I asked them, who do this? Even those guys that called, ask them, the law is the one. If I can give you the one number. The one that's true because this is when the people can say the truth. And because it's not me. When they say it's not me, I say, I said, okay. People have seen what I'm suffering here every day. So what happens is that whenever you people want to say the truth about what happened here, you people should come and stay with me. But if you are not ready to say the truth, you people should leave my house. Go downstairs. Because we live in upstairs, you understand? When you people are ready, hello?
I'm with you.
When you people are ready to say the truth, you can come back and tell the truth. That was around that time, 8 o'clock the night or 8:30. And now the son said that he's not going anywhere because he's always fighting me. He's always fighting me. If I communicate, he will hold the pen. If I tell you that I cannot be down for you. My own son. And when she was with us, when we were together, like 2019 down, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Even 2020, before she left, the boy never wanted to tell me, no, daddy, because I don't want to tell my children. But she will be in their presence, asking them, are you not the human being? Are you afraid of him? Is there one square? Can't you do this to him? I will just be laughing at them. So now that's how come that I have terminated them. The boy now started insulting me and doing the other day. I was with boy who my kid, and I call my small boy. My son said, you are holding girl for your against your daddy. You say you can hold it down against your daddy. I look at that, pity you. Say my mama, no problem again. And I never. That's why, but they didn't make my clothes. It's not touch. Even the thing that was my problem. Say I stop messaging him and everything. Let me be on my phone. Let's say as the engineer game, let him be doing any way. Because he don't follow me on at many times. He don't want to listen. So as the guys don't want to say the truth, like all of them, I say you should leave my house. When you're ready to say the truth, I'm here waiting for you people. The boy did it again. That's the law. When I push, so I leave my house and say I can't eat. That's the law. Slap him. Push and say, is that daddy your bed? What kind of company are you? I don't know that I did. Then push him. So he now follow what I was and go downstairs. Do you know what happened? And then I enter my bedroom and lock it. But I'm just I know when I take my bad flesh. If they don't want to say the truth, I will call them off. You understand? Then beating them ahead. That doesn't mean they say tell me truth. It's obvious now. So as I just pour water to touch you a soap from my head. God is saying, if I'm not, you let me know secret as I'm telling you. Don't they give for my kids? Do you know who is locking? Is that woman? And I come. I said, what are you doing in my house? He said, I consider your stupidity. I have started again. If anything happens to these children, he's with the children, don't carry them come out. Person that won't be Mohammed Muslim that never see. If you are to work, everything happens to these children, I will deal with you, and we will not have for so place. I say, wait. So you are the one that asked them to come and tell my king. And that's why you're waiting for, because you are not living in this side by this time, living in this side again. So what are you waiting for? Before you completely enter my two. You will take Okada. At least how many listen. So what are you still waiting? So you are the one that asked them to tell my kids, and they are looking to know my reaction. You don't need to them. He said, look at your house is big house, they do like house where and the cockroach, they play music, they used to die house. He dropped the people where the house come out full. And I said, yeah, the post like I don't have anything to solve you. Then my daughter now asked her, Mommy, if you speak on you, speak and back. I said, what did you say? He said, yes, that's what I said. I said, okay, no problem. If I even prepared, thank God, he's coming out small. But you will never see it on the roof with me again. I said like that. I told her, as you said that my house is where the coach and Israel is living, how would they even respect the house again? But I have to take them to that GLORIA where you are living now so I can have rest. I think you are hearing me.
I'm with you.
The only thing why would you come? Take them away. And I'm about foolish, enter my house and sleep. When I wake up in the morning, I didn't see them. I went to my work. That was, I'm telling you, as of that first. Because this thing happened that day. That first morning, now went to my working place. Come back in the evening, I didn't see them. Because I was taking them. Then, on first, now 2021, first, I ran back down to start 7. They lock up my gate to Baba. And I come and see them with the policeman. And now the policeman, what happened? What do you know? They say that I had sent my children away and did it. And I said, okay, look at what happened now. See inside, if you come inside, look at these two fowls, the one where they remain for Christmas. This one we're waiting for New Year. We have been together and together. I know how I've been suffering for with them. But the one that tell me most, look at this house, look at dining, look at their room. How would they go and door my own door? That even calling my command, what I was doing, committing where it is there, and they went there, what they went there for. I want to know. And who go there, why did you go there? If they don't give me any reason, they went to my house. That's what I told them. Before she now come and back them. He said he's a family man, he knows that's not in the pen. I said, even this one wait as my son, he divided me. I can never tell him not to do this, he will agree. Those in my friend, both in male friend and female like this, I didn't go to the corner to visit and they cannot. So it's more than my sister. Even people ask me to hold away from that, I cannot hold away from 15 because of men. I can't do that. Anyway, why I live the way my God side. So, do you know what happened? People say I should not be angry. Please, I should calm down. Hey, look at what happened to say the truth. I said, yes, I only want to do. You know what the woman is for? Which truth? Which truth? Okay, if you don't want them to enter inside the house, let them go there and pack all their belongings. Let's move out of this place. The policeman say, what? Have you got into that? I say, okay, if they want to pack their clothes, they are free. Before they enter my house, I have to size them. Then they don't go drop, even if I go or drop for me here. Then to close me at back. I size them one by one. They now went. Start packing all their bags. The policeman asked them, madam, you see what you come and tell us for? You didn't tell us for session. To be packing all their clothes. Why don't you even take the other or leave the vehicle at some days? Make the pick some clothes with you. After some days, they can come and take the other day or say the thing that they will. You accept them. They are going to they will soon start their school. You will say the man out there. They will let them pack all their clothes. To go if you do mistake, you don't pick all your clothes. Here, I can't come back this place for anything. If you know what is important to you, pick everything. She even wanted to enter inside and follow them and pack everything. I said, never you cross my way. This one I'm seeing you because you are a taboo for me to see. And in our culture, when woman defines this thing, define that they don't have anything to do with husband and dead. I don't even need to hear her voice in my life now. Well, I'm from Uchi by any mistake. I hope you are hearing me.
I'm with you.
So she now asked them to pack everything. They ran back and pack it and went. I didn't do anything. Because this is not the first time of packing them and go to that. Since she did it, when I came to the day, she come back and asked what happened. Because I went to work there. She took the children away. Reaching their village, even their mom, their father, I said, beating me. She did it 2015, 2016, when I caught her with the man, and drove to stay with her. Next thing, she packed my children and went.
You caught her with a man?
The people on contact want to put that from one forest.
The one you met in a boutique or where?
As a married woman, a man carrying you on her laps in boutique, carrying you on her laps where you promote everywhere. Then the friend that I've been begging them that this woman is a prostitute. The sister, this woman, as a married woman, should stop following a prostitute. The parents are asking that I'm a fool, that I don't have right to decide for them who their daughter will be following.
Okay, you met your wife. You met your wife sitting on a lap of a man.
The man was carrying her, but even before then, I have told everybody that this man is sleeping her. Even before that, I caught them. I have discovered what the messages the man used to send for her. Everything I'm no more in David now.
Yeah.
So when you see something going wrong, you will know. I call the parents, I call everybody, tell them, look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. Yes, I'm too small. Even one of my friends, the mayor from his daughter, his sister called him, tell him that I'm too small. to tell his sister who to go out with. That she's a graduate, she's not a small baby. I call them my phone, you are the fool. They call you and the enemy come and tell me and you agree to tell me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
When they started it since 2014, when I noticed it, because the man is a clearing agent, he never use I as evil men. We are men, I know the way we need John, I know everything. So that this lady that is bringing the man, that has that boutique, is a divorcee.
Okay.
Going out with the men, make the husband chase her away. She become divorcee. She now take this one as best friend, then carry him brother, give this one. Then the brother bring one man with the divorcee, or where they carry seller, where they carry fuel inside. And then flat, all these things. So this one, and I don't want to go in that side, my dear. She's a good student, and the any day I'm with her, if I can have chance, anything we are talking, she will remove slippers and remove slippers, then we talk. So I don't like, or carry Bible, we go Bible and talk. She's a prostitute.
No,
so,
don't make such statements, sir.
I said,
don't make such statements. We don't accept
I have told
that.
you, I have to, even if you come in any way, in the river, in anything, I have to prove myself.
Do you have a proof? Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. Mr. Henry, hold on.
Yeah, my dad.
Did you caught your wife red-handed with a man, or you are just suspecting?
I caught her, the man was clapping her body.
You met both of them?
Yes, is that one the brother is twin brother?
Never.
I met the man was clapping her.
Lapping her?
Yes. She was sitting on top of the man's leg. And that's what they lock everywhere. Jen was on her side. Not like that. September 12, 2016. I can never forget that day.
Did you enter inside? When you said they locked the place, how did you not enter the place?
You are talking with the air you want it to be. I don't like because of you are making me to go more angry. Look at what I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
The place was boutique, tinted glass.
Okay.
That day was Saturday. Nothing that happened. She now called me because I called her phone that there's one market I'm expecting for more. The man has sent the market plan is back. I'm offloading.
Yeah.
Even before then, all these things happening, the man don't happen. My house don't be on fire. You can call one woman, this is our let's come back.
Yeah.
Told her about the man and what she's doing with the man, what they are doing, that the man is sitting here. That they should want her to stay away from the man and stay away from that divorce. That no good thing comes out from that place. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, yeah.
So that day of that Saturday, she called me around that time 2 o'clock. I called her. She never called me. Said, "Your flu, are you finished?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Where am I?" I said, "I'm still at Chidimota, resting now, so that I will soon come back." So she never knew that I'm close to Kirikiri. I'm at the way. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
She said she's going for that place. I messaged her that day to go. On Sunday, we want to buy something to cook. Then you know the kind of fun band I am. We went to market together. We buy chicken. We buy everything that we cook on Sunday. And I saw one shop. I said, "This shop is doing like this. Don't go back to the don't take away the clothes." She said, "Yes, you know the woman waited up. The husband done that. Somebody they use the shop. Maybe they love one. Maybe I said, "Okay, go and meet the woman tomorrow. If the shop can be then you can use it and find something inside." You understand that kind of thing?
Yeah.
That was Sunday. Then that Monday being Saturday, then she comes and says she want to go to that place. One then on Sunday. I say, "Okay, no problem." So she asked me where I say I know those are there with him.
Okay.
I say, "Okay," because I know what I've been seeing and what will be happening. So I now pick back immediately. Do you understand?
Yes.
But I reached my house. Actually, the way that we say she's going to place, I send her. She said, I send her somewhere. I said, "Okay." I now move to be going to where my mind is. Are you getting it down? One man met me on the road. I said, "Hey, after you go this up," I said, "Yes, the thing is in the house. Now I'm going to flow the punch." He said, "Go down, my children will give it." He said, "No, we want to make do that. We'll go back." I don't see the building or whether it's there, but I have to go back with the man and the contact that I showed him. Say, "Look at the price." So everyone wants to call me off phone. So reaching there, Jacob is outside. Are you hearing me?
No, we are.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
See, I'm hearing my voice.
Go ahead, this is the secretary. Go ahead.
Okay. But how would I start? I'm telling you, we should understand.
Go ahead, he's hearing you too.
Okay. So, reaching to that place, Jane is outside walking. Then the tinted gate, tinted glass, you understand, was closed. So, the owner of the place, the lady that had the place, are you hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Was,
Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
hello?
Okay.
Was standing, looking at that gate. Then this too was back. So the man was sitting and she was on top of the man. Then the man threw her. So this one was still standing, looking television at the gate, watching the television at the gate. So as I'm walking from down, as far as that, I push the door. Say yes, I'm getting what I want. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Two of them were too disappointed. She now get up. I told her back, say, go back where you are sitting. The man was like to get up. And now, then the phone fell down. I said, I just pick your phone. She wanted to pick the phone. I said, if you touch this phone, I will tear your head. So, and that door that I just opened is still on. I said, what have I done? I started shouting. People now come in, start begging me. So, the man now went away, went and called police. You understand?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I went and bring police that I come in shop. They pick up for a shop. We not do anything. That this one day with his friend. I said, can you ask them as they are sitting as I come? And that they're begging this man for long to leave this woman. She's a married woman. I'm telling this woman to go back to their distance. People know. And they don't want to respect me. There's no problem. And he said, the place where anything go for bus stop, go. They come back. This lady come call and visit. I said, the place where he said, have you been there? He said, yes. I said, okay. And now went in and changed my clothes. So, going to that woman's house, the shop, which the woman, any woman say, nobody like that, no lady even visit that purpose of to ask her about shop. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
The woman, they now touch, block me as back. I don't know when I entered the market that the man had bought two policemen and they saw me when I was entering the market. Then you now come there arrest me to station. When I read the only they say that when the police say that policeman damage, I would have to speak that thing. That the man said that he's a shop, that he didn't come to my house. I'm not going to go hard. Do you know that can come? They put me for sale for how many hours? If I haven't called the man that our godfather and wedding and some people at our compound for like that come and pay me around the top of the night with 10,000. And I enjoy it. Still live with her, thinking that she will change. No change. That every day, more than that one will be coming out. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So before that man, 2021, when she finally, 2020, she finally packed out her final one. Never allowed me and the children to have any rest. She let her again come and pick the children. After picking children and everything, she now went to, what they call it, Mediation Center, Lagos State.
Okay.
She started with their line came. We have four sitting, the second one, third one. The second one, I said that I will be giving them, the driver can provide, I will give the children 20,000 naira for their feeding. The ones they enter school or anything, I have to know, and we have to know the ones that will enter that will not be too much for me. So that school fees, I'm not getting anybody to pay for me. There's nobody has ever paid my children's school fees when I was with them. Are you with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the last day, we agree, August to 20 something, we agree that she will bring the account number and using even to still with the children and other things. So everybody can go. That the person that used to judge our case wasn't around. That was Thursday. They said she was to resume on Monday. That we should come back on Monday. She said she's not coming there anymore. That the lady, the secretary of worship, and let the case. Let her go. Are you with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You now answer, do you know what you are doing? Why do you want to terminate this case? I said, why should you terminate it? This is our first chicken, and we want to terminate it. And now, am I a fool? She said, do what I said. Because they don't obey anybody, the family. They are down with the family. They don't collect the paper for her. Stamp it, stamp my own. Say we should go. I went. Another one, was it around November? They called me as people coming up on Kenya. They bought paper for me. I went. Which I didn't see her. And I asked the guy, he said, what happened? I said, everything. He said, have we got Mediation Center? I said, yes. And look at the amount that we're giving them. She was the one that made it. And she said, if I see account number, if you speak with my children, because 18 is not very big. He has the own phone and everything, but they want them not to talk to me. So where will I put the money? Will I throw it inside the room? So I wonder why she's going up and down, even coming to the one. What she want from me? What you want from me? What my friend said, you say that I abandon children. How do I abandon them?
Madam, Mr. Henry,
I'm
I heard everything you said. You heard what he said. He said in mediation center, if we went there and they asked him to pay 20,000 naira, and you should enroll the children into school where
and I said, for now, because that time, this was somehow, after COVID, and I understand.
Yeah.
Yes, never. I said, if I can do that, my small time, if I don't miss, if I see that test is working well, I will increase if it's not enough for them. And number one, my businesses, she's taking the children out of Lagos. Madam, if you see the way I live, this marriage went, you will pity me. Okay, now, she supposedly carry the children and take out of Lagos without my consent. Suppose anything happens that they are traveling, what would they call it? This lady will wake up and do anything she wants in her life. They see me as they are. Okay, why did the parents allow her bringing the children to them without even hearing from their father? Are you hearing me?
Yes. Come.
Because she feels that they are comfortable. And I'm no point. This is why the marriage, this is obedience act, 17 years of marriage. Why not stand? Because you never believe in your husband, is a human being. I can never tell you, but do you know the last one that made her back up? I don't know what happened. That 2020, she was preparing to go be border like that. I think, did she tell you that one?
That she was doing what?
Preparing to go to big border like that house. Now that one separate our marriage. Big border like that house. Did she tell you that one?
No.
Because that is what brings down the house marriage. She okay. 2019, I prepared for the children. Let me know what I can. I prepared for the children.
I better summarize though, because I'm already running late from the office.
Is it?
I said try to summarize.
I will go down. I'll do just small now, just shout. This was 2019 December when the children closed around the 12th. I take them home around December 14th. They travel to Enugu. This place they are now, they are place where they are going. So after she now finished her own December, that's the day she now travel her home. Because the sister was doing the international wedding 30th of December 2019. After they went, I was one that sponsored the 12th wedding. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah.
You know that after they said that in December, which in January, she has to bring the children back to Lagos without reaching my village. He said, no, he said, no, I don't know. But you better when I do it. Not just like from Ikeda to Netherlands. She didn't step to her husband's place because of all the activities she's doing. When she come back, she started to pursue her what they call it, international passport that she wants to go for big border like that. It was the day after she went and come back around to do it for her house and she said, I'm not after. If she knows where she's coming by, let her go back there. Before the junior brother now come that if anything happens to her, he's going to deal with me. I say again in my own house because that's what happened to me. Did she tell you this one?
The brother have come to your house and beat you.
And I'm beating you up. And I'm telling you, maybe what she said there, like then I'm here.
Anyway, I think she have left the house, right?
No, she's still in the house. There.
No, are you people married now? Are you people married now?
It's in me.
Both of you are separated, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about the children upkeep? That is the major concern.
I'm not against the children. I said, look at what I agreed in the mediation center.
What did you put at?
What I agreed there. But now, if they are upkeep,
yes.
What I'm so let me go to straight to the talk about me and the children because something concern me.
Yes, the children upkeep.
Yeah, Because all these things you are asking me there, like the catching with a man to pick, I never want to say all this because I'm not one with anything with her in my life. But I rather die. I have anything with her in my life. So what I'm trying to say, the children, my son has already is a big boy, is up to 18 years. Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Let the boy call me on phone and apologize for all the things he did against me. Because I know he's a police officer. They push him to do it.
Okay. No, the
Then
younger.
let him send his account number to me.
Okay.
He's old. Then I'll be giving them 30,000 every month for 10 of them, 10,000.
For
then
feeding.
Anyhow, they're doing that. Then
For feeding.
for their feeding every month, 30,000.
Okay.
That's what I will do. That's what I will do. Then their school fees are happening. If they know where they are looking for admission or they have gotten, let me know.
Okay.
If they go for private debate, that one consign them. Anyone I want to choose is either a suit or soccer.
Have they reached age of the two children? The other two, have they reached age of going to university?
When they're in my house, two of them this one please from the two of them almost about to finish 18 and 15 years.
Okay.
This one entered secondary school 2015. The other one entered 2015. This one stay SS. When they left, the other one stay SS2.
Okay. From hold on now, because we have spent so much credit on this matter. But I still have to hear from you because we can't hear from one person and conclude. From all your explanation, we thank God nobody died in the marriage and both of you are adults, and thank God everybody have moved on with their life. The innocent children should not suffer the sins of their parents. And from what you have said, I have not seen anything difficult from your end. You have already said, one, this is it. It's his father. And if you train a child in a way that you feel, because you and the father, they are not a good term, for that reason the child should be stubborn to the father or the mother, you are only going to drag costs on top of the child. Because listen to me, madam, don't shake head. Do you listen to me? When I was listening to you, the man was not here. And you see the hours we have used to call him online since, because you were not here. If you were here when the man came here, I don't think we'll be spending this credit we're spending for men. So don't just not die your head. If you train your child and you tell the children not to respect their father, it will drag costs on them. Whatever character a man or a woman is putting up towards the children, is them that at the end will receive the punishment, because the children are not, your kids are no more baby. One is 17 to 18 years according to you. The other one maybe like 15, 14, 13 and all that. And what he's saying, he don't want you to stand as a mediator between all of them. The 17 years should call him and apologize. Send account. Okay, he said that one is 18. If he said it's 18 years, let him go and open an account.
Yes, it's 18 years.
Madam, go and let the boy go and open an account. Even child of 15 years that they open account for. And once he get to 18 years, they make use of it. You've heard what he said. Child, the upkeep, the feeding is 30,000 for 3 of them. That is, the children belong to both of you. He said the feeding is 30,000. Then go and enroll the children, the ones that are still minor, that is not 18, enroll them in an affordable school that he can pay. He's ready to pay. So whether the man is an importer, according to your statement, or is a Dangote, even if the children are staying with him, he still have the choice to say, this is the school I want to enroll my children to. Because as a business person, he have his own plan, what he's saving money for and what he want to invest money to. That you are an importer does not mean the whole of your money, capital and interest should go for school children education. You must not be in private or which Bangkok University to come out as a good student, as a brilliant child. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Let your son.
Can I say something?
I've heard what you said. Yes.
Let my son, he's 18 years, let him call your phone, we discuss.
Can I say something?
Go ahead and discuss, but I don't want you to say it's an important.
Can I say something?
My own little son, let me let me know the school. If I can even send my number to verify their school fees. I know how much I'm paying for them here before, so I can take over my responsibility.
Have you heard what he said?
Yes, I heard, but can I say
Please,
something?
to rain want to fall, not because of his
Can I say something?
Yes, say something.
What I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Even pampers for me, even their school. She don't know how much.
Talk what you want
What
to
I'm
talk
trying to
about.
say that the 30,000 I want to be bringing every month. Everybody know how the situation of Nigeria is.
You also go and add to it because they are your children.
Okay, no problem. And again, him saying that he was not the one that sent the children out. He was actually the one that sent the children out.
But at least
The
you went there,
policeman, I
you went
have
with the
his
kids
number.
there.
I can call.
That one is gone. We can't revise case of 2 years. He did not just send the children away out of house this night. If you are sending the children away from house by this time, then you will know what to do. The case of sending the children away is 2 years ago. We cannot go and revisit and be reviving while we have recent case to attend to. We haven't.
I don't know why he keep lying. He don't want to say the truth.
It's your word against his word. Let's believe that one is past. But let's talk about the children upkeep.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
I don't like somebody saying that now I'm talking not anyhow. We're talking about children here. And I want to ask you something. As a married woman, if you have a
never fighting for one day. They never fighting for one day. You're not against these children.
What stops a good woman that after like you're going to tell your daddy I'm sorry. Then let your daddy say I will not
The
accept.
policeman.
The children out of the one
Children can never enter the over a dead body. This man was begging him.
You are interrupting my this and you are not in the market. You can't be talking and you are talking. Don't constitute nuisance in my office. I can't be using credit to be calling somebody. The person is talking, you won't let me talk, and you are now interrupting here. Just have to stop that. Mr. Henry, no.
Okay.
Please, you've heard what he said, Abby. If he's here, you would have put it in writing. And as he's not here, we are not the one that forced him to say, except on the ground that he did not meet up his promise. He said 30,000 every month for the 3 kids. Go and provide it. If it's not enough, madam, add to it. You are an adult. You are the one that owns the children. Children are for both.
She's a banker.
They are both people, and both of you can take care of your children. Number 2, school fees. Go if you enroll. Where are the children? They are in Enugu, and you think they don't have any reason to see their father?
I've been making on every effort to them to see him. But he keep refusing.
While he's in Enugu, they are in Enugu and he's in Lagos.
Because when they're in Enugu, they say that the trauma they went through him. Then each time they come to Lagos, you always remind them the trauma they went through him.
So for that reason, they are not coming to see him.
No, not that they're not coming. Even when we went to Mediation Center, I gave him my first son account number. I wrote it. Even when they're staying in Enugu, I wrote the address. He said he don't want anything. They don't need the address. You don't need anything to do with them.
That one is past. He might be angry there. Mr. Henry, are you comfortable with them staying in Enugu? Do you have any issue?
Nobody will be happy without seeing he or her children. But with the position of where they are, I'm sorry to say this. The whose point my marriage was her mother, and that the mother has entered into these children. I don't think I can be able to stay with them to train woman. It can't happen. They treat me when I was with them.
Okay. But those ones. That is the mother of your wife.
Yes, she will treat me slap me in the house she wants. You know what? That's the way I found out with that one. You know what the woman asked me when I said, she said whether she's doing anything she's doing to my body. Whether the man come my house. Why do they want to am I a dog? What is it? They follow my wife up and down. Is she doing my body? Do you know that I thought of the man? What the investigation asked me for that place? Is she doing with my if the woman to talk for me, can I finish it? This is I'm doing about okay somebody inside her seat. If the man needs to talk for me, can I finish it? She's there after this in the past, like she's let's say the life and let me know she go to my life. After.
Okay, it's okay. Let's leave this issue aside. The issue of the kids now. You said because of the way.
I told that it will be. I will be giving them every month 30,000. Let my son call me and apologize. Me with my daughter because I even asked one boy to call my daughter. Let me be so with you. My own boy, my sister boy. phone again. Ask my brother to call them. Let me discuss with my daughter. I know where they are. They are doing.
Can you come with this?
If you can came, and they call the boy back. Even though you are the stupid uncle Harry,
Mr. Harry, hold on, Mr. Harry. Can I ask for this then to bring these children to our office in Lagos here so that we'll meet with you and these children? But these ones are your children. Aside this woman, you at the end you still need your children, even at old age. You need all of them, even if you born 1 million children. Because these ones are still kids, they are still children, no matter anyhow, they are still children. So that if we check if they have already instigated them against you, we'll know how to work on them, even if they are living there. So that we will request they bring these children to us. Let's meet these children, interview them, invite you here, at least let there be a reconciliation, a bond between you and your kids, even if they are not living with you. You understand me? It won't be right.
There's no how. If she anyhow she plans for it, inviting me to come and see them over there, I'm ready to come and see them. Because that's why you say that the son, my son, have to call me, let me know how they are doing. Because I don't know bringing them to Lagos here, wasting of money and time and the risk on the road. You understand? And the thing I want for myself is, whenever I travel home, if they call me and they have a good talk with me, whenever I travel home, like this one, I'm traveling home, then I can invite him over. He's in the boy now. I can invite him over to our house. You know his house. You know everything. So bringing them up to Lagos, I don't know, whiskey and other things. And somebody has made up their wine, giving them a year and 6 months now.
Okay, which account are they going to, which account do you say they should provide for you?
I cannot put my money to that one.
Okay, hold on.
The boy will not look there.
Hold on first. The account, the money, is it both the school fees, is it going to the boy account?
Number one,
Yeah.
we have to start with their feeding. Even if like today he do it as I said, I will pay the 30,000. Which school, everything that about school fees and everything will go to the boy account. Because I do I tell my children.
Okay, you heard what he said, because we are wasting too much Mr. Harry, please, if you drop, send card to this number. He's gonna beg you. If you drop, send recharge card to this line that we will use to call you. Yeah, what you heard what he said. Let your son call him. Is his father, and okra cannot grow more than the owner. Tell your son to call the father and apologize to the father. Simple. And let him open an account.
An account. I've given him the account number.
Madam, did you give the account number to him in our office?
Okay, ma.
Why is it to follow simple instruction become a problem for you?
Are you hearing me?
Oga, no talk again, abeg. You have wasted too much of my credit. Allow him to have to talk. Let's conclude. You said what?
Okay, no problem. I'll provide the account number.
Call your son. Tell your son to call the father and apologize. Then you should send the account number to him. And he said if you do it right now, he's ready to pay the feeding right now. And if the same school fees, he will still be paying it to the boys' account. Allow them to build. Marriage did not work. Doesn't mean children should not relate with their parents.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
Some of you will think, but don't do this with your father. Don't do it with your mother. Spoiling the name of the wife or spoiling the name of the husband will be the best thing. You are destroying the destiny of the children.
He was the one that told them to write a letter that they should disown me. I never told them this.
Now, thank God you've moved on. He has also moved on. Both of you should leave the matter of both of you out. The children are the concern. You heard what he said, okay? Now that it's difficult, he said he's traveling August. August is just 3 weeks or less than 4 weeks from now. He's going to the east. But today, you called your son, or you want to call the son, I call the son to call their father and apologize with your daughter. Then they provide account number. He will be providing. If he gets to the east, let them go and meet him. Whatever be the case, they will still need their father. Everything is not money. Everything is not money.
What I'm trying to say, that August, I will have made plans that they will be coming to visit me for holidays.
Okay, if you make plans, they are coming to visit you on August. Mr. Henry, how long are you staying in your village?
Do you know what I want to tell you now?
Are you staying up to how many months in your village?
I cannot talk to 1 week. Not more than 1 week.
Okay, now that
But
she
I'll
said, hold on, sir. Now that she said they are coming to visit her August, if you travel to the village when you come back, if the children are in Lagos, we will call you. We only call you to come to the office. You are not going to her to meet her. We only need you and the children here to talk with the children. That is all what we will do. Even the apology, they can tender it or even openly here to you. Okay?
no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right.
No
Thank
problem. Do you know why I agreed on this?
No.
The way you talk to me make me agree that I have spent my life that I can never take any decision that come out of her mouth. And this is something I can change to. The thing that comes out of that woman is beautiful. The woman that said that she can never be like me and grab more children in my life. Now, I have sworn that anything that comes out from her, I cannot touch it. That's the power I have learned. Because I wanted her when I was 2 years old. She's what achievement and everything, so many and everything. At the end of the day, she paid me with men. But let me say yes for now. That I've spent my memoir. My memoir is this. When this girl call me, I will send you their $30,000. Every school of their choice, the IBA school, every school. I'll participate on my own school fees. Another thing she will participate on it because she will bank now. She didn't know money to my levels. Then telling me that I promoted her, she had landing us. Send the money to my levels.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Now, our credit to carry. If you say you are in this office, I will give you till next year.
My agreement with you like that. The boss should call me and send his account number, personal account number. I will try my best. They don't want to all of them. They are coming to her house. If she doesn't pay them, then she still get them more. They are planning to go on to she's planning ahead and go to a year and now.
It's okay, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry.
This is them coming or not coming. I said, give me 50% of that one. Are you hearing me now?
They are not coming to your house. I know say we don't marry.
I know.
They are not coming to your house.
Yes, I'm saying maybe them coming to their place, inviting me, inviting her, and then I never I put that 50%. Okay.
If they come, if we call you, if you do not come, you don't pay us here to even take our strength and our energy to reconcile you and your children. You did not pay. A situation like this, people pay because it's counseling. You need to pay counseling. And now that they did not demand $1, you are now talking as if they want to beg you for your children. Are your children? Are they?
You know what I told you. Do this one. You will beat me.
Oga, at least we have arrived at this.
I've had you. No problem.
Thank you. On this light, I come on this. Oh, all right. Thank you. Apart from the man and also from the woman, one thing I want to let some of us understand mostly is this: if you have a man or a husband that provide for the upkeep of your home, pick some bills, then be grateful to your God. Don't expect anybody to pick all the bills. And if you have somebody, you have a partner that have the money, the resources to pick all the bills, take care of you, your children, other expenses and all that, glory be to God. And if you're opportune to meet a man or be married to a man that is willing to pick bills, and picking bills to a certain amount of money, for instance, you are looking for 100,000 and you have a man that is giving you 40,000, please don't over complain. It's not enough, it's not enough. Mostly when you have something doing or you are not handicapped, you have something doing as a woman, or you are not handicapped as you are not blind, you are not, your hand and your legs, they are complete, you can also work and earn living, then please learn to be useful and be supportive when it comes to relationship and when it comes to children upkeep. Don't come to the office and feel the man should take all the responsibility of your children or your child, mostly when you are working. And if you are working, you are expecting the responsibility to be on the man, or either you are not working and you want the man to bear the responsibility. Give him responsibility that they can bear comfortably. It can't be any 100,000 and you expect it to be paying school fees of 150,000 or 80,000, or spend 60,000 out of 100,000 as a monthly salary. I don't think it's wise enough. Lola, I will block you. I will block you. If I delete your comment, you write that trash again, I will block you. That is what I'm telling you. It's people like you that encourage people to be giving unnecessary complaint and give men a heart attack because they must take care of the whole responsibility. She's working, she's an adult. Even if she's not working, she should go and look for something to do.
Even when I'm with them, I do take care of them.
You are telling me the man is an importer. For that reason, he should go and enroll. Your son should go to Bangkok University, and the other one should go to private school. No, hold on, madam. I heard you very well. You said 30,000 is little, and the man is an importer. That is what you said. Was that not what you said? I ask you, yes or no?
What I said.
Good and fine. Good and fine. If you have the resources to enroll your children into private university, even without the man providing, they are your kids. You can do that comfortably. Excuse me, madam. We don't use this office to victimize anybody, not man nor woman.
Okay.
We stand for everybody. As we're standing for you, we are well standing for him. What is not fair is not fair. What is fair, both in the eyes of God and human being. Let him have enough, and it's his children, and he feel he cannot provide for them. Let his conscience tell him what you are giving is not enough, but not what is giving. After all, he's not giving them the money through you. He said he will be giving through the kids. The children are staying with their grandparents, and you are working, and he's working because you choose to. If you are living in Lagos, the father is in Lagos, the children cannot stay with you. As a single mother, you take them to go and rent another apartment to them, the 3 minors, as you rented an apartment for them at Enugu to be staying there. Then you are a good mother. You are actually training them well. If the children cannot stay with with their father, why can't they stay with you?
No, he's refused. He said they should not come.
No, but why can't they stay with you? You also refuse that they should not come to you, or they are disturbing you.
No, where I'm staying, I told them that they should stay with me. They said no because of the trauma they went through.
Okay, so the children now have become a semi-god, that they say no to their father, they say no to you. You have lose it all if you don't know. And it is their choice now that you are giving to them. They want to live on their own at Enugu.
No,
Please, I don't even have enough. I don't have time to waste.
My grandparents.
They are staying with your grandparents.
Yes.
But I said that now you said no, and you are the one paying.
No, they are staying with my grandparents.
Your grandparents don't have house.
They have. They stay in Enugu town, so we pay.
No, your grandparents don't have house.
In the village.
In the village.
Yes.
So you move your mother to Enugu City.
No, they are already in Enugu. I said, since the children are there, I will be contributing to the rent. That's what I'm saying.
Whatever. If the children are not there and you choose to give your parents comfort, it's your blessing. For instance, your children are living with you and you feel where your parents are living, they are not comfortable, and you want to make them comfortable, they are your parents. And it's going to be a blessing for you. So if your parents are there, you give them apartment, they are living, they are paying, and you take your kids to go and be staying with them, and they are schooling. There's no problem. The only thing, do what make you comfortable. Don't give yourself stress, because there are secondary school, primary school, from public to private. If you are earning 40,000 as a salary and you compare yourself with somebody that is earning 80,000, 100,000, you want your children to be enrolled in the private school, or somebody that is earning more than you, and you feel your children must go to private school, stressing yourself, giving yourself headache when you have not attained that level, my dear. Life begins at one point. And Jonathan did not attend private school, but he has once been the president of this country. Buhari, I don't think Buhari even know the name of any private school in his village where they born him. But today is the president of this country, not the private school that made the children become what they want to become. They give them good, better education for them to become something. Have a nice day, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Am I to come when the children are here?
Go and tell your son to do the needful. The son should call the father, apologize to the father. Then from that same phone, you should send the father account number where he will be transferring their upkeep as he said now. The subsequent one is they are in school, whatever is the school fees.
Right now, he doesn't have the phone. Maybe you use my dad one to call.
However, it must not be your dad's phone. It could be any other person, because if you say your mother is slapping him, they are supporting whatever anything to avoid anything, because I will not want you to come back here again and say the man did not do. You listen to me. He must not use your parents' phone. If it's your nephew or your niece in that place, ask your son to use the phone, call the father and say, I'm the one calling you. Then they can provide him phone, they provide the phone. Provided he say, Daddy, I am sorry, and this is my account number, he send it.
No problem. You just came here and lied. It's only God. Thank you, ma.
Thank you very much. All right, enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day. That is it. In the Western world, 18 years is already living on his own, even because the system is good. But you still be 30, 40 years, you still you are expecting your father to feed you, to give to you and everything. Because they will not want them to be independent and behave well. The child, your father will ask you need and say that I will not need that. They want to cane you, hold the cane. We all know, even though we are talking about that is abuse and it's not the right way of training children, does that mean the children should not even know their background, that even the African have culture or tradition? My dear, have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.